Well, today, the world recognized Cancer Day in southern Alberta. Researchers at the University of Lethbridge are exploring the potential of local plants to fight cancer. And the innovation has captured the attention of many for its promising possibilities. Heidi Echavarria has the story.
The important part of what we're doing is we're trying to find new chemicals, new natural products that can become medicines, but we're also trying to train young adults to lead this work into the next generation, in fact. We need to find better ways, safer ways to help people who suffer from it.
While many have experienced positive results with conventional treatments, some have lost faith in them. Meanwhile, research into natural alternatives that can stop the growth of cancer cells is advancing rapidly. Amidst these debates about the effectiveness of treatments, there is a good news. With the seal of Lethbridge, southern Alberta is proud of the advances made in studies that explore the potential of the plants that grow in its prairies. A team of researchers, led by Dr. Roy Goldstein, biology professor and cancer researcher at the University of Lethbridge, shared their important discoveries in the fight against cancer.
We've just recently learned that the area where Lethbridge is found, southern Alberta, that runs across Canada, the plants here are in fact special. And there's a few areas like that in the world, but not so many. It's so important for us and for the university to do this work here. We're the ones who know these plants best. Unfortunately, I know too many people, either the person directly or the families, have suffered from cancer. It's true, it remains, there are some terrible diseases out there, and cancer remains one of the big ones. And the natural products that come from plants historically, some of the best anti-cancer medicines actually come from plants. So there's one that's from Canada, it's called Taxol. Some people may be familiar with it. And what we're doing is we're sort of following that path, which was done elsewhere in the world. And now we realize that the plants from this area may contribute to that. People are suffering. We need to come up with answers from any source. We've investigated nearly 200 from this area. We find that many of them are interesting, and approximately 6 of them we've really focused on quite hard. That's where we direct almost all of our attention. The gaillardia, so that's the blanket flower, that was really our first, we call that our prototype. We also have the prairie crocus, we have the glacier lily, we have an arnica plant, which is a North American arnica, which is doing very well.
Whenever we bring a plant into the lab, we do what's called an unbiased assay, where we make a plant extract and then we test it on the cancer cells. And any effect that we see tells us what the plant might do. So that could be a range of activities from antioxidant, anti-aging, antimitotic, or anti-cancer, and we really let the plant tell us what it can offer us in terms of human health.
When we go out, we need to collect our plants, meaning that we need to find the plants and we need to be able to harvest them sustainably. So we need to find large enough quantities that we're not disturbing natural environments and ecosystems. And then we need to also make sure we're collecting plants during their flowering or growing periods. We need a sufficient quantity of it, which means that we only have a very limited time to get enough sustainably to fuel our work for the coming months. We really do the fundamental research that can build towards larger projects in drug discovery. So by investigating these understudied plant species, we can discover new compounds or perhaps new targets in human cancer cells that may then bring the development and the discovery of new medicines to help people.
Lab is really kind of like the fundamentals into looking for the wellness and health and cancer wellness medicine. We're able to further develop good medicines.
The World Cancer Day is really important because one day a year, even though everyone's busy, we focus, we say, okay, where are we now and where would we like to go? And some of the big changes that have been coming up over the last few years really are the changes in technology. We're now working with teams across Canada, and that's really to work much more quickly, to use the new tools such as artificial intelligence and some of the more sophisticated machines. So it's now become possible to really move these projects much faster and much bigger.
Advances in the study of cancer-fighting plants in Lethbridge open up new possibilities for cancer treatment and offer hope for the future of medicine. For Bridge City News, I'm Heidi Echavarria.